Hey, this is Yvette with Vanderbrink Auctions, and we are out here in Idaho looking at the Roy Langlitz Collection, aka Rob Carter from Hot Rod Magazine in 2008. This is a live on-site auction and with online bidding for vehicles only. But for all those big block parts and Corvette, Chevelle, enormous amount of Corvette and Chevelle, you must be here on the 17th. Preview is the 15th of September 2023, starting at 10 a.m. And you can look over all the parts, the cars, and then on the 16th at 9:30 in the morning, we're going to start selling the vehicles with the best ones first. We have 117 vehicles. We're going to do some lotted memorabilia and parts, and then after the cars, we are going to start parts. We're going to sell interiors and some other items, and then come back on Sunday for all the big block parts. And that starts at 9:30. We're going to be selling all day. You must be present to bid on parts. And they're clean, they're numbered, and they're fabulous. I can't say anything more about it. We're in what he called the waiting room. These are all Chevelles, Impala, and Corvette. They're painted. We have the motors, the transmissions, the trim, everything as a kit for you to go home and put these Chevelles together on a weekend. So if it's an LS6 car and a 4-speed, we're putting that back together, and that's how you're going to buy them. It's with the motor, with the transmission. Some of them are automatics, and all the trim, a lot of it's NOS, but that's what you're going to get. May not be every piece, but it's going to be the majority of them. And you can see over here just a lot of Corvette, Chevelle, automatic transmissions for LS6, LS5. But he called this the waiting room. 70 to 72 Chevelles and Corvettes. That's a Caprice over there. This is a 70.5 Camaro. Big block car. Again, we do not have a build sheet, but he was doing it as a tribute. It'll have a 396 and a 4-speed. We have an NOS grill. The interiors are done and in them. So I'll show you an example. So this car here is a 71 Chevelle. I better verify that. Yeah. 72. And we have the interior. You see he did them. It's brand new. We're going to give you a 4-speed transmission, if that's what it was, and then a motor also. But he did really nice paint jobs. But you're going to be buying a kit. Some of them are original interiors, but you have the seat covers. 65 Corvette Roadster. It's an Impala. Another Chevelle. This is pretty much Chevelles in here. And again, 4 guys in a weekend, you put these little buggers, the kits, we're selling them as kits. And this will be the 16th. Catalog's going to come up very soon. And this is only part of them. That's an original interior. Another Corvette in the corner. I really like this Camaro. But again, here's examples of just some of the parts. Yeah, and we have a convertible. Those are seat covers, those are all door panels, but we're putting kits together. So for information on this and more auctions, vanderbrinkauctions.com, and we'll see you, best to be here, in Rathdrum, Idaho, September 15th, 16th, and 17th. He has a lot of stuff re-chrome. There's a lot of NOS, and I'll take you in another building and show you about that. In fact, I could do that right now. Let's go over there. We're going to walk over to what used to be the Tunnel of Love. It's supposed to be so hot coming up tomorrow. Okay, we have 125 blocks. Most of these are 454, 427, 396s, and they're all labeled. LS5, LS6. Let me take you in here. We're going to be selling by choice. Choice box, pair of heads. Okay, so this pallet here, these are all LS5 and LS6 heads. You buy them by the pair. You must be on site. But this is all big block stuff. Tri-powers, there's a lot of 409 stuff. You can see more motors in the corner. This will be by the box. We haven't even hit another building, but motors, some of them are done, some are just blocks. That's our experimental 409. We'll go in here, if you remember this room. We'll thin out these shifters. But if you're a swap meet guy, just her shifters, enormous amount of stuff. Emblems, decals, NOS valve covers. More blocks. But you got to be here for parts, and you're going to want to be here. Let's go back in one room here. That's all, we'll split that out. That's all emblems, NOS, and used Corvette, Chevelle, mainly. There are some Camaro. Over there, more radios and NOS. More heads. Got to remember, this is how many years of collecting. Bell housings. My husband practically had to give up a kidney for his. There's a tri-power. But everything's big block. We have a few pallets of 350 stuff. More blocks. A lot of sheet metal, and I'll show you that in the next building. A lot of carbs. These are all carburetors. There's a 66 Chevelle. Radios. Everything you need to build a car is here. Now this couple pallets go with that car. Again, we're putting kits together for you. There's a grill for our Z28. Steering columns, sheet metal, more blocks, craziness. So we'll see you in Rathdrum, Idaho, September 15, 16, 17, 2023, VanderbrinkAuctions.com. A few little memorabilia pieces there. 605-201-7005. Tell your friends. It's going to be fabulous. Roy Langlitz Collection Auction in Idaho.